think it's really just a matter of conversation and releasing these taboos that prevent us from applying pressure to people's religious beliefs. I mean, particularly at the level of politics. You know, we have this this recent Republican debate where 3 presidents or candidates for the presidency of the United States raise their hands to testify that they don't believe in evolution. Okay, and there's no follow-up question. I mean, there's no penalty paid by these guys endorsing the starkest ignorance about the state of our knowledge about biology. And then, even worse than that, the New York Times publishes a further defense of intelligent design by one of these candidates, Sam Brownback, a week later. This has to change. I mean, there has to be a price paid for being. I mean, you know, if one of the candidates said that he thought the Earth was flat, you know, that would be synonymous with mental illness. In that, we would just be worried about his health at that point, and his political life essentially would be over. I think the same kind of. I mean, there's a reason why people who are certain that Elvis is still alive don't get promoted to positions of great power and responsibility in our society. And it's not like we've passed a law against Elvis worship. You know, we haven't. We just cease to take these people seriously. And I think we have to cease to take people's religious certainties, you know, metaphysical certainties about the divine origin of certain books seriously. And that can happen very, very quickly. And I think we should not be. I don't think we should doubt that a sea change in our discourse is possible, because it clearly is on matter. Look how racism has undergone has fallen into disrepute in the last 40 years. I mean, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, there were editorials in the New York Times and the Los Angeles Times that were starkly racist by today's standards. I mean, we have made real progress in a very short span, and I think we could make the same kind of progress in talking about religion. It's just, you know, whether we're likely to do that, I don't know. Well, it's an elusive thing to get a hold of. I think the absence of neurosis, the absence of fear, the absence of anxiety, when you recognize what consciousness is like when those states of mind have subsided, it seems to me intrinsically happy. It's intrinsically at ease. It's intrinsically peaceful and I mean, at times even blissful. I mean, it's the lack of complication, just merely being aware of oneself in the present moment and not continually being in conversation with oneself about the present moment. I mean, just thinking, you know, incessantly. When that can subside, either because you're meditating or because you're enjoying yourself so much in sport or, you know, you're having sex. I mean, any peak experience has this feature of having your attention really focused in a very uncomplicated way on your experience in the present. And so that state of mind is what I would call happiness, and all of the obstacles to being at rest in that state of mind, I think of as the obstacles to happiness, and those are things like, you know, a neurotic self-absorption with how other people perceive you, or, you know, anxiety about the future, or regret about the thing you didn't say, you know, yesterday. I mean, all of those are the modes of thought that keep us from recognizing that it's possible to actually be really at ease in the present and happy happy before anything happens. I mean, to have a happiness that's not contingent upon the next good thing that's going to happen, but just to actually be at rest with what is happening right now.